Welcome to the Personal Finance Podcast for Doctors with Meena Shriram and Chanda Verma. This podcast aims to simplify all aspects of personal finance and help you make smart and informed choices about money so that you can live happier and stress-free lives. Today's episode is brought to you by Meena Shriram, who is a financial coach and heads the doctor practice at MFA, the only company in India having a dedicated practice for doctors, helping them plan and achieve their financial goals. Established in 2005, MFA is recognized as the most trusted and respected firm in the industry and has built this reputation by always putting their clients' best interest above everything and taking care of their money the way they would do it for their parents or best friends. Over the last 12 years, Meena Shriram has interacted with more than 3,000 doctors and understands the finer nuances of a doctor's financial life.
Hi, I'm Meena Shriram, financial coach and head of doctor practice at MFA. Today I'll be talking on this topic. Anyone is an advisor, which happens to be one of the financial costly mistakes that we tend to commit. Before I go deeper in this, let's understand the various players in our financial planning industry giving financial advice. They are our bankers, insurance agent, stockbroking companies, advisors selling PMS, structured products, CAs, real estate agents, etc. Actually, for a layman, all of them are advisors. Yes, all of them are advisors. But do all of them provide the 360-degree service of financial planning, or are they just selling products to you? With my experience, after having met more than 3,000 doctors, 80% of the doctors have plethora of products. And that is because anyone is an advisor. Okay, let me ask you this question. If someone is not keeping well, what will a doctor advise? We all know the answer. Doctor will advise the patient to go to a specialist doctor. Will a doctor ever advise a patient to go to a chemist? Never. Now here, the patient can always argue with a doctor saying, why should I pay a fee to a doctor when I know that the doctor will also prescribe a drug which the chemist can also give? Even the chemist has a degree to do this. But we all know that chemist selling drugs does not qualify as a doctor, because a doctor has spent 10 to 15 years studying medicine. Doctor has the expertise as he has been dealing and treating patients day in and day out. And the approach that a doctor has is more holistic. What will he do? He will first understand a patient's history, will run important tests, and then after complete understanding of the situation, he prescribes a treatment or medicine. Can a chemist proclaim to be a doctor after studying medicine for a year or dealing with drugs? What if the chemist starts prescribing medicine and doing surgery? We all know the answer. That's going to be a disaster. But the sad part is when it comes to financial planning, everyone is a doctor advising on financial products. What I've observed is we investors are not able to differentiate between information, knowledge, and wisdom. These are three different things. Information comes from Google. Knowledge comes by attending seminar and reading financial books. But wisdom comes when someone has done it day in and day out and has spent all his waking hours handling and dealing with it. That's why we call him an expert. Actually, in most of my meetings, the question that is often asked whenever I go for this financial planning meeting is, Meena, tell me, where can I invest? Which product will give me the highest return? Just like how every medicine has a benefit and side effects, similarly, every product may not be suited for you. You have to make a lot of considerations before choosing a product. Now, let us understand with the below examples, what are those considerations that you have to keep in mind? Okay, the first thing, try to understand whether that particular product makes sense to your financial goals and overall situation. How this decision will impact other aspects of your financial life. And what is your current asset allocation? if this particular product is added to your overall investment portfolio, how will your asset allocation get impacted? The fourth one, whether you have the risk appetite for the product. Do you understand how risky or conservative the product is? Reflection to the above question are often missed out. So, with the above example, we all understand that your banker, stockbroker, insurance agent, real estate agents, agents selling PMS, structured products are not your financial planner or coach. In financial parlance, they are like the chemist selling financial products. Remember, you're not choosing an advisor, but you're choosing a trusted partner to manage your hard earned money. One doctor actually told me that the process involved in selection should be similar to selecting a bridegroom for your daughter. When the selection of this coach goes wrong and you have anyone advising you on your hard earned money, that's when this becomes a costly mistake, because then you have a hodgepodge of investments. Some FDs here, some real estate, some PMSs, some stock portfolio, some mutual funds, because your patient has recommended to you, and you take it without understanding why you bought them in the first place. And then the chances of you committing financial blunders are much, much higher. And honestly, I have experienced this meeting more than 3,000 doctors. So, what should you do? The first step is to reflect on the below 7 questions to understand if your current advisor is a product peddler or your trusted coach. It will be nice if you can grab a paper and a pen, and you can probably jot down your thoughts as in when I'm reading out the questions for you. Yeah. So the first question is how well he understands your values and experiences with money. This is a very important question because personal finance is more personal and less of finance. Does he have a complete understanding of your personal situation? Second question, does he understand why are you investing today? Which are those most important goals that you want to accomplish? Third question, does he understand your risk appetite? As investing is a process where you need to get a good night's sleep. Fourth question, do you have that one person who will work in your interests? Does your advisor also invest in the same product that he recommends you? Do you trust him with your money? Very important question. Very important question. The fifth question, is he available to you when you want to discuss with him anything under the gamut of personal finance? Sixth question, how many meaningful interactions and detailed reviews you have with your coach? And the last question, is your coach helping you in making you financially literate by providing you with the explanations via email, explaining to you why certain action needs to be taken? If the answers to the above question is a no, then you have anyone as an advisor, and that is a costly mistake. So then what corrective action needs to be taken? Actually, what I've observed is people spend more time researching for the right phone to understand if the features are more suited for their needs. Okay, so now let's understand the research criteria for selecting a trusted coach with the help of the below 5-pointer checklist. So the first point is choose a coach the way you will choose a tutor or a nanny for your child. Just like how your child is precious to you, similarly, your hard earned money is equally precious to you. And this needs to be entrusted with the right person. As you have spent all your waking hours making it, here you need to focus on the qualitative aspect of the person. The second point, understand their qualification. Understand if they are specialists in dealing with doctors, just like how you are a specialist. Understand their approach towards financial planning. How trusted are they? For this, if you want, you can speak to few of their clients also. Third point, visit their office. Doctors, you need to take out time for this. Because most of the time I've heard from doctors saying, no, Meena, I don't have time. It's not possible for me. Okay, if visiting the office is not possible, you don't have time, then it's fine. You can speak to the founder, to the CEO, or anyone from the senior management team to understand why are they doing what they are doing. And I've realized that when you ask these questions, it throws a lot of light on the business ethics followed, their core value system, the way they earn their money. Post a detailed discussion. I'm sure your gut feelings will tell you whether they are the right people for you or not. Most important, understand their motivation to work. Fourth point, take out enough time to understand how they will help you in solving your challenges, your pain points. How will they help you achieve your goals? A sincere request. Please spend enough time to evaluate this. Last but the most important point, are you just an account for them? Or do they really value having you as a client? So, I hope the above points, questions, pointers will help you figure out if you have the trusted financial coach in your life. And with this, I want to end this podcast with this beautiful quote. A coach is someone who tells you what you don't want to hear, who has you see what you don't want to see. So you can be what you have always known could be. And with this, thank you so much for your patient listening. God bless you.
You were listening to the Personal Finance Podcast for Doctors with Meena Shriram and Chanda Verma. If you find this podcast relevant and interesting, do share it with other doctors as well. It will be great if you leave a review, share, like, and subscribe. You could also let us know if there is any specific topic that you would like us to cover. For any queries or help, you can get in touch with MFA's Doctor Practice Team.